Hey there, neighbor. Welcome back to the Neighbors Pod. We're your hosts. I'm Haley.
Julia.
This is Janina. Hello.
Today we are ranking your favorite summer Disney movies.
So stay tuned. And before we get into it, be sure to follow us on Instagram and TikTok and YouTube. Everything is linked down below.
Should we do it like everyone's number one first?
Yeah.
Okay, my number one Disney Channel summer movie is Teen Beach Movie.
I knew you were going to say that.
Oh my God.
It's just, okay, if any of you knew me in middle school, even in high school, I had an obsession with this movie, like no joke, completely obsessed. And I feel like it's not that crazy. West Side Story is a great movie, but the main reason for the addiction was probably Ross Lynch. Like looking back on it now, it was probably Ross Lynch being why I love that movie so much. But I just remember my best friend and I, we like not stayed up. It probably premiered at 8 p.m. when the second Teen Beach movie came out.
Yeah.
It was like the peak of the summer.
I don't think I've seen the second one.
It's so good. The music is so much better in the second one.
Really?
Oh my God.
I remember I didn't see the first one when it came out. I saw it at our job, and it's crazy because I knew like the hype and everyone really did like.
I was obsessed with Teen Beach Movie, like unhealthily obsessed with that movie.
It was like
The second one feels like a fever dream. Like I remember there being a second one, but I don't remember watching it. I think I like just started to like get too busy and technically on paper aged out of Disney.
I mean, I was probably aged out as well, but that did not stop me.
You have to see it then if you saw the first one.
Yeah. I
Now I
think you'd
feel
really
like I
enjoy it.
should.
And like Ross Lynch's singing in the second one is so much better. Like there's bangers. It's so
He's
good.
more confident. He's getting
more
into his
confident.
voice.
Oh my God. Amazing.
Oh, my first High School Musical 2.
Agree. Thank you.
I can enjoy that movie to this day. Well, can you enjoy
still do.
Teen Beach Movie to this day?
I haven't tried. I probably could.
Because I think I can always enjoy
That's
High School
true.
Musical.
High School Musical 2 you could always enjoy.
Sharpay is so iconic, first of all. Fabulous.
Yeah.
Eats every single time. I literally was thinking in this skirt today how I feel like I look like Sharpay today. Like, this is
the
such a
golf
Sharpay
scene.
outfit.
Okay, the outfits eat in that movie.
Yeah.
Literally, so hard. She's so tan, so beautiful. Like, I have a cute hairstyle into. I was like, am I Sharpay Evans?
And I love the scene when they're in the golf club and the mom's doing yoga and then Ryan comes in and she's like, my dashing little ducky.
Yes. The deleted huma huma nuka nuka aqua ah. I gotta go my own way.
Okay.
First of all, that is so iconic. The memes that sprouted.
That was like the first time I experienced heartbreak.
I literally cried.
Why?
If I gotta go my own way.
Oh.
If I like get too into that song, I will cry when I'm singing it. It's like low key. It's high key so sad. Not even low key.
I was fighting back tears at 12 years old.
I was
9 years
crying
old.
at 12 years old.
Was that the scene when she's singing by the water at night
Yeah.
and she's leaving?
I gotta
She
go
goes by the
my own
crossing.
way.
Yeah.
Oh,
What
that
about
was-
us? What about everything we've been through?
Oh my God. High School Musical 2 is so good.
So good.
How is it not your number one?
This backtracks to the yoga scene. Do you know, I think it comes right back around there. What's his name? He works in the golf club. He works in the country club. The
like
manager
runner.
guy?
Let's get his name.
Oh,
Let's
I
get
know
this
who you're
right.
talking
Man,
about.
though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he splashes his face on the fountain on the wall. You know what I'm talking about? He's like, because he's overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Thomas Fulton.
Yep.
I just saw a clip of Zac Efron talking about his what's the one where he's like in the golf course?
Bet on it.
Bet on it. He did that in
Another
one
banger.
take, I think. He said he was just improvising it the whole time.
See how fun that would be to be in a movie
Yeah.
like that?
Fuck yeah.
And
Aw,
Trisha
man.
Paytas's Bet on It music video.
Kenny
Iconic.
Ortega had Disney Channel
He did.
magic.
That's
Bring
wonder-
him back.
I wonder if he produced all the ones that we're about to talk about.
Probably. I think he did.
Well, I saw his name on a couple that I was looking up, so.
I think he did.
So, Janine, I take it that was your number one?
Hell fucking yeah.
It's fair.
It's so
Like,
good.
I get it.
It's
You
a
get it.
cultural icon. It defined a generation.
It did.
It did. Oh my God, yeah. And
All
then
three of them.
voting for the special guest at the end scene when it was Miley Cyrus.
Oh my God. And then finding out. I
Yeah.
remember I owned that on CD.
I
I was so excited.
Oh, I have
It's
the
probably
DVD.
somewhere at my mom's house.
Do you know what we're talking about?
No.
On Disney Channel, you could vote for who you wanted the guest star to be at the music video, like the song that ends.
She has a 1 second.
Background though, right?
She's like standing on the rocks by the
Yes.
waterfall.
Yes. Okay.
Oh my god! And the scene at night when Vanessa and Zach are swimming and they
pool.
get caught.
That is so cute.
These high schoolers are crazy.
I know.
You know, do you remember they used to sell a dance mat that you could? It was a mat that went on the floor, but it was censored, so you danced to it on the TV. I had that.
Wait,
That sounds like
is it Dance Dance Revolution?
I think so. That's when you're matching it to the beat. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, that's what we had.
It was specific times. The pad was red and black. Yeah, I
that's-
didn't have the whole. I had the real one.
Aw.
You just had a limited edition high school musical.
No big deal. I used it one time. Classic. You know what? They used to sell a microphone, a high school musical microphone, to do karaoke. Same thing. Used it maybe one time. You want to know why?
Why?
Because the game was attached to the Wii, and my brother never let me use his Wii.
How
older
rude.
brothers never sharing
So
the
rude.
gaming system. But oh my! Remember when the dance along dropped on Disney Channel and they taught us how to do the? Oh no, that was the first
That was
movie.
it.
I think at the second one we learned the kitchen dance.
Oh, I don't remember that.
I
was
remember
never
them teaching us that.
coordinated.
And then I think they taught us some moves from the final song. Because the point is, like, is you're supposed to learn a little bit of the dance at each, like, commercial break throughout the movie. So by the end, you know the
Yes.
dance.
I remember that
I do
now.
remember that.
I think they did. They probably did it for the end one.
Wasn't
but
Kenny Ortega in those videos?
hell yeah.
I remember that.
King of
In a
Disney Channel.
studio.
Bring him back.
He's probably
Kenny
happily
Ortega.
retired.
Yeah, I wonder what he's up to
No,
these days.
how are you?
Kenny Ortega, do you want to come on the pod?
We miss you.
He's like
Okay.
sick of making childhood
That's
movies.
rightfully so a number one movie.
Yes.
My number two is the Princess Protection Program,
Wow.
which I think gets severely underappreciated.
It definitely
It
does.
does.
That movie is so good.
That's Selena Gomez.
And Demi Lovato.
Yeah,
Two
that
for
was
one.
a good movie.
That
They're
movie
so good.
is so good. The song One and the Same is like one of my all-time favorite Disney Channel songs.
That's a good Disney Channel song.
It's so good. Do you know the song?
I kind of remember the premise of the movie, but it's not one that I watched enough to really. Where did they perform,
the
did they perform this in the
same.
movie?
They do because so Selena's character lives there, but Demi's character is like in the
Moves
Princess
in.
Protection
Yeah,
Program
yeah.
and she's wanted. So Selena has to take Demi to like her prom and they're like trying on
Yes.
prom dresses and they're like fighting with the bad
so
bullies.
cute.
It's such a good movie.
Yeah, I would rewatch that.
So good. That's my number two.
I remember I was young enough when that movie came out that I was watching that being like, oh my god, this is like quinceañera dress vibes.
Aw.
Like, that's so cute.
Their dresses were so cute.
And they were both Hispanic Latina women, so it was nice to see them like having that kind of moment together too.
Yeah.
What is
I
Demi
appreciate
Lovato?
it. Oh god,
I didn't know she was Latina.
I'm pretty sure she is. Oh my god,
I just believed you, but
Me too. I was like, oh my
I'm
god,
gonna-
Latina queen.
love
I'm gonna fact check it.
Why are you laughing so much? What
First of all, this is Wikipedia. Should we rely on Wikipedia? Well, according to Wikipedia, she is indigenous Mexican, Jewish, Portuguese, Spanish descent.
Okay.
And her mother is Italian, English, Scottish, and Irish. So she's a little melting pot.
So she-
I'll give you it.
Anyways,
Okay. On the Demi Lovato vibe, my second movie is The Camp Rocks, and I put 1 and 2 because I really do like both of them. Oh my god, I love Camp Rock.
They're classics.
guys,
No, Camp Rock.
The Jonas Brothers.
Yeah.
you have to zoom in on my facial reactions.
Wait, what's wrong with
You're
Camp
not a
Rock?
fan.
It's nothing wrong with Camp Rock, but my number 2 is The Parent Trap.
Okay, well.
So iconic. Also, that movie is so good.
Yeah.
Like I can watch that over and over and fall in love with all of them every single time. And like now I'm seeing like I'm Meredith Blake's age. Everyone's like, it's a Meredith Blake summer. Like just spend your summer at a country club tanning by the pool.
I just recently rewatched The Parent Trap, and it was so much sadder than I remember it being.
Why do you think it's
Just like so sad. Imagine having think about it. Imagine you not having your twin sister and like only one parent wanting you.
Yeah. That's terrible.
Yeah, that's the divorce agreement. We each get a kid.
That's horrible. It's a really sad movie.
Yeah, and then they see each other and they try to get the parents back together, and it's does it work out? Yes, right?
But and the mom's like, you didn't come after me, and he's like, I didn't know you wanted me to. Like, come on.
Putting the kids in the middle of it.
I know, that's like horrible. It's evil.
Yeah.
But I gotta say, I think I'd rank Camp Rock over The Parent Trap.
No.
I just associate Camp Rock with more Disney. Although I really do like Parent Trap, I just forget that it almost seems too good to be Disney. Or too serious. I don't know.
It's true. It's
high up on my list, though.
It's But I think I like Camp Rock 2 better than Camp Rock 1.
Why?
Agree.
I think the music is better in Camp Rock 2.
Okay.
Everything's just elevated.
I mean, the whole Camp Star thing pisses me off, and like now looking back and they're like, oh, we were recording it in Canada and it was negative 10 degrees outside.
Oh.
You know, in the final, it's not the final jam, whatever the Camp Rock, camp, whatever, star, the two camps have their final thing, and it's like dark and foggy. Like everyone coming out now is like, yeah, it was like negative 10 degrees outside. It was dark out. Like we couldn't wear jackets because it wasn't continuing with the story.
Oh
like
my God.
Yeah.
They couldn't film anywhere else? Any other
I think
wooded area?
they had to like wrap like quickly.
Oh, wow.
So they just made them finish the scene. So like now I watch back and I think of that and I'm like, oh, that sucks. But
does that go against child labor laws?
Probably.
Right?
But did we learn anything from Nickelodeon?
I
mean,
yeah.
it's the same thing.
Oh my God. Nick Jonas sang the Cheese song in the second one, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. The music is better in Camp Rock 2. But Camp Rock 1 is so nostalgic.
Yeah, I like that. Just because of the beef and you kind of get to know all the characters.
Yeah.
Demi and Shane, back and forth. The drama.
Yeah. I had High School Musical 2 in my ranking of 3 and 4, but we've already established that. It is a great movie. I mean, my ranking sounds ridiculous, but I gotta do what I gotta do.
I went back and forth a lot with my list. So.
I do have written down, though, that Camp Rock doesn't compare at all to High School Musical. Like, High School Musical is in such a different league than Camp Rock is.
They're in...
Yeah.
It's like a pineapple and an apple. Like, no.
And the pineapple is more elite?
No, they're just so different.
Oh.
Isn't it apples to oranges?
Yeah, but I feel like they're even similar in size. Like those two types of movies are just so different. I think.
A grape and a watermelon.
Yeah.
No.
Are we trying to say that one is much better, or are we saying
they're just so different?
Oh, and they're both just so good on their own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just saw an edit of Zac Efron being in a montage to Pink Pony Club by Chappell Roan.
I think I saw that.
Wait, I have to actually show it to you guys. Do you know the song I'm referencing?
No.
Okay, you're gonna.
I just
hilarious.
watched the Iron Claw the other day with Zac Efron.
Isn't that so sad?
It was really sad.
Look at this.
What do the comments say? That's the best part.
They have to be eating it up.
I built this For You page brick by brick and did it perfectly. Troy Bolton is so Pink Pony Club. This is actually what she had in mind when she wrote this. The way I have chills covering every inch of my body. High School Musical is so good.
It's so good. Oh, I was just watching, it was a Zac Efron interview, and he was reacting to different movies he's been on, and he was saying that it was, I think they had 2 days to rehearse the basketball scene, and that finally the last one, like, they got it down and they didn't have to cut it or edit it at all.
I always thought that was like
I thought it was fake
up
too. Yeah. They were like, no, all of them like had to learn. They said that basketballs were flying everywhere when they were first learning how to do it.
Imagine a theater kid and he has to start dribbling.
Oh my God.
I always think about that. Whenever I'm like, oh my gosh. Like if any athlete in a TV show, I'm like, this is a theater kid.
Yeah. Which, another great scene in High School Musical, too. The baseball scene with Chad and Ryan.
Yes.
Lots of theories about that one. Because in one of the cuts, they're wearing each other's like uniforms or something.
Oh yeah, yeah. I've seen that too.
People ship them.
Hold up, but he was dating that girl, wasn't he?
He didn't have a song with her.
You never know.
They never locked it down either. They always just seemed flirtatious.
Yeah. Chad was just a flirt. Lastly, on my list is Cheetah Girls 2. I'm not hating on Cheetah Girls 2. I just literally don't remember it. I just remember watching it with my sister one time, and it was just so slow. It doesn't compare, but it was also before all of these movies, so maybe...
I feel like I was too young for the Cheetah Girls movie to like really...
Out of these three, my top... Oh, I'm looking at them. I don't have a good mix, in my opinion.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to go with Cheetah Girls 2, because I am nostalgic for the Cheetah Girls. They are that bitch. I was a Cheetah Girl through and through. Strut like you mean it, free to shine. So she gets the first out of the last three.
The second one is when they're in Spain, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure.
That one's way better.
It is.
Strut, like it gave us Strut.
Come on is this Amiga Cheetah's Friends for Life?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Like, she's a vibe.
Yeah, she's a vibe.
She's so much better.
Not better than Teen Beach Movie.
I think so, because Princess Protection Program ranks next for me after that one, and then it's Teen Beach Movie at the bottom. I'm so sorry.
Well, I almost...
It just felt like knockoff Grease. I'd rather watch Grease.
It's knockoff West Side Story. I mean, there's
I've never
elements
seen
of
West
Grease.
Side Story, so maybe that's why.
But you love Grease. Why would you rank it so low?
Because it feels like knockoff Grease. I'd rather watch Grease.
Fair.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So that's my ranking.
I did Cheetah Girls after Teen Beach Movie and then Princess Protection Program last. And I only did it last. This is the other thing. Maybe if I rewatched it again, that would change.
Maybe.
But it wasn't something memorable enough for me to have it up higher on my list.
That's fair.
I remember they had some sort of competition that you could like win a trip with them or whatever but you had to like write a letter and submit it, and I entered. I did not win, but I entered.
A letter?
Yeah, like it was like the first, or maybe it was an email or something, I don't know, but it was like within the first hour of it airing you had to submit it.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I did not win.
That was too much work for me, I think.
I'm so sad.
Someone's got to be on TikTok that won that.
Someone.
Just like the Danimals one?
I always see the video of the person that won that.
Oh, somebody actually won it?
Yeah.
That was like a fake fundraiser.
No, they have pictures with them.
Like, who won the David Dobrik Teslas? Where are they? Did anyone?
Oh my god, you guys. The canceled podcast today, Brooke Schofield just did her whole like in-depth talk about Clinton Kane. Like
of
more. There's more. Janina, are you filled in?
No.
You gotta let Haley break it down for you.
Who?
Okay. Do you know the canceled podcast Tana Mojo and Brooke Schofield?
Yes, obviously.
Okay. Brooke, love her. Icon. She dated maybe in 2022. Yeah, in 2022, she dated this artist, singer named Clinton Kane. And this guy, he's a very successful singer, but he had an Australian accent that, come to learn now, it's been fake the whole time. This man lied about where he was born, how much money he had, that he had a beach house in Australia, that he was from Australia, he's from the Philippines, that his mother was dead, and that she's the reason he writes all of these sad songs, and how he wishes he could just get back with his mother, and all these things, and Brooke would be like just recapping. So basically, they broke up, 2022. Like a month ago, Clinton Kane posted TikTok. He's like, when you haven't dated this girl in 3 years and she's still yapping about the relationship. And she hadn't said anything about the relationship. So she comes now. She's like, well, now you're egging me on. Like, first of all, you tortured me, manipulated me, mentally, like, abused me. And now you're saying I'm yapping when I haven't brought you up. Like, I literally don't care about you at all. So then she made, like, a 20-part YouTube series, not YouTube, TikTok series of, like, everything that happened in that relationship. It's bizarre.
Nah, that's crazy.
It's like he literally has like an obsessive lying disorder. He makes up lies, and he does this to multiple girls.
Is it current? Does he still lie to people?
He's still lying. Because he just came out on the Rolling Stone that he didn't mean his mom, he meant a mother figure instead.
He said that not only his mom died, didn't he mention?
Brothers, mother.
He said multiple people died.
Like a lot of people. And they're all alive. And so Brooke, she found the mom's Facebook while they were like together and was like, your mom's right here. And he would be like, oh, how dare you? Like, you're just rubbing this in my face. Like, everything you do is just... Like, everything was horrible. And she told one story on the podcast today that they were out to dinner. You know Zach Sane, we were talking about him. He's, like, really mean in, like, the LA world, apparently. They were out to dinner, and it was Brooke, Clinton, Zach, and someone else. And this is when they were dating. And Zach, like, Clinton, like, looked down at his phone and started crying and ran off the table. And she was like, why are you crying? Like, she went after him. He's like... It's my mom's birthday. And then she was like, funny, because her birthday's in September and it's June.
Tea.
Like, he's just, you have to watch the whole series. It's insane. But then after you watch all of her TikToks, go on the Canceled podcast and listen to Brooke talk about everything, because it's, like, so insane. Oh, my God.
Like, no.
It's
I
crazy.
understand. No. Listen. If he's gonna lie to make his career... He has to be consistent, so it makes sense he's lying to her too. But at the same time, it blows my mind when people take it.
But having a fan base, and lying to them, and writing songs about grief, like, how do you not feel guilty that you're talking about your own mother's death?
Yeah, and she obviously was going along with it, right?
Yeah.
Shame on them.
She mentions in the podcast that just came out that she was, like, so caught up in his lies and everything that she was, like, scared for him to tell the truth about him. She was like, if he's this mentally ill already, like, God forbid this comes out, like, why don't we just help you, like, clear your tracks and everything? And he was like, no. And he just kept lying more. So now it's taken her, like, 3 years to finally speak her truth. But he's still out there lying. Like, he doesn't care. There's no consequences.
He still has an accent.
He still has the fake accent. Janina, he had a fake Australian accent.
For all this time.
All of this time, because he was in Brooke's vlogs.
That's insane.
He has it forever now.
Yeah, but then he gets interviewed and it, like, will drop every now and then.
Because who can maintain an Australian accent?
That's so exhausting.
Yeah.
Can
like,
you
bro's
imagine?
better off moving to Australia for a few years
Literally,
to get an accent.
can you imagine? Oh, and she said in the podcast today that he told her that his mom owns Birkenstock.
No.
It was just, like, you literally can't even make up the things that he told her.
Oh, my God.
It just...
Insanity.
To what point does it end?
It doesn't end because he's mentally ill.
Wow.
Insane. I don't know what just reminded me of that, but boy, Janina, you gotta be caught up. And anyone listening that isn't caught up, go watch. I mean, I think I did generous summarization, but...
You did a good description, and it is really...
There's
There's certain stuff that you're like, yeah. People need to know about this man.
They need to know.
He's
and, like, he
clearly
still has
crazy.
a fan base. And his, like, his TikTok, the views are, like, 10 million and the likes are, like, 100. Like,
yeah.
Everyone just wants to see what's going on because it's embarrassing. It's so embarrassing.
Yikes.
Yeah.
And just to think, there's so many people out there that are just lies. I don't care. Not mentioned, but we should shout out are the following movies. Starstruck.
Amazing movie.
You know that one?
Yes, I know it, but I want to rewatch it to give it a proper, like, judgment call, ranking, feedback.
That is such a good movie.
So good. When I was looking into it today, they were saying that it was at the peak of when Justin Bieber was super popular, and that's kind of why they made it.
Interesting.
Oh,
which I never realized.
She is giving major fangirl, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. And I always think in the opening scene of that movie when they're in their house, they have the couch that we used to have. So when you guys watch it, you guys are going to see it. It's the same exact couch.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I gotta notice that now. That party scene, I wanted to be there so bad.
That movie is so good.
Yeah.
Another movie with great music. Like, I've listened to that music outside of watching the movie. I have. Now he does, like, cameos.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey, let's go.
Hannah Montana the movie.
Yeah.
That's a summer one, technically.
It is.
Right?
It is.
Summer.
Pop it, lock it, poke it, dot it.
So good.
Like, how is Taylor Swift in that movie?
Works.
I don't even associate that as the same person.
Yeah, same.
Because the curly hair and she's so young, country.
No, that movie's amazing.
She was so country.
And then the last song.
I haven't seen that one.
See, that's like,
Did you
that
really
gives
watch
adult
that?
for me.
Yeah.
That
I can't
is.
consider it the same as Camp Rock.
But it's a Disney movie, right?
It is. I mean, it's on Disney Plus. If it's on Disney Plus, I'm considering it a Disney movie.
Mm-hmm. Gina hasn't seen it.
Janina! Well, I'm not surprised, if we're being honest.
Add another one onto the list. Yeah.
It's like every time I'll say, "Oh, you gotta see this one," but how many do I say that?
It's just there's too many movies.
But these are ones that came out when you were a kid. So like, what else were you doing?
Watching High School Musical too.
Yeah, but
over and over to learn the dance.
The last song premiered on TV. It's like you turn the TV on. It's
yeah. I miss when movies would premiere on TV.
Yeah.
That was the best.
Me too. That
time
was
to
a
be
good
alive.
feeling.
Nothing was better than when you turn the TV on and it's the beginning of High School Musical and it's the black screen and then it shows the mountain slopes, right?
Dun, 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 dun. So good. Oh my god. I remember, oh my god, how did we not bring this up? The Wizards of Waverly Place movie. I remember when that movie premiered.
When they had the
when they go on vacation and he's like, I wish mom and dad never even met.
Oh yeah.
I remember when that movie premiered.
Or Good Luck Charlie had a summer movie, right?
No, it was Christmas, but they went down to
Christmas.
Florida or something or California.
Right.
Which is a great Christmas movie. I think we mentioned that in our Christmas episode.
That was a good one.
But the Wizards of Waverly Place movie is so good. And it ends with like the challenge and like who's gonna get the powers. Really sad. I was crying in that movie too.
That was stressful.
Mm-hmm.
Disney makes the best summer movies.
They do.
They make the best heart clenchers.
But they must know that their clientele is on break in the summer. And maybe that's why they do it.
Yeah.
Could be.
Are they still making movies though like that?
I don't know. I know like Descendants and Girl vs. Monster, but I don't know what came after that. And those are like fall movies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially because like they're very costumey. It's giving fall.
Yeah. Did Sweet Life ever have a movie? I don't think so.
I don't think so. They did the crossover, but that was like the OG show.
That's so Sweet
on
Life
deck.
of Hannah Montana.
Yeah.
I loved when shows did that.
So
I
fun.
miss that. Kids these days don't get it.
You know what one of my favorite ones was?
Hmm.
The Victorious and iCarly crossover.
That one is so good. And it blew my mind how they mashed up the theme songs.
Oh yeah.
Yes. iCarly was so good.
Such a good... I started rewatching it again. Oh, man. God, I love iCarly.
Yeah.
And that's all we have for today's episode. Thanks for tuning in. We hope you had a good time.
Give us a 5-star rating wherever you listen.
And before you go, be sure to follow us on TikTok at The Neighbors Pod, Instagram at theneighbors.pod, and subscribe to our YouTube, The Neighbors Pod. See you next week. Bye.
Bye, neighbor.
Bye.